journey ends, whether it be X time, I'm not trying to rush it, but when I go through that tunnel with the white light that people who had a near-death experience say there is, that at the other end, it's my family waiting, and we're going to have a party.
Right.
You know, and
tell them what you're talking about. I just turned on the camera. Tell them what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the end of days, which somewhere down the road could be X plus whatever. But should I tell them about the Mitch album?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how many of you read Tuesdays with Maury, the wonderful book that Mitch Albom wrote. And one of the things that I took away from it, even though it's quite a few years ago that I read it, was near the end of the professor's journey. He knows that this disease is the end of days for him is coming shortly. And Mitch, who visits him now just about every week, is having a sort of a negative reaction of he can't believe it, doesn't want to believe it, he can't handle the idea. And so the professor tells him, I told you where I'm going to be buried. He says, up on the hill there by the tree. He says, you come up and you come to the plot. He says, the professor tells Mitch, he says, you talk and I'll listen. So that's, in a way, I've incorporated that with my own feelings about whenever my journey comes to an end, even though I'm sure most people would say it's, I got a good imagination, but maybe it's true, and no one can say it's not true. And yet, not that I'm going to be happy to pass away, but at least, even if I'm in pain, I know it's going to be very easy because my family is waiting for me.
Yeah.
And we're going to get together and hug and smile, kiss, just enjoy. And but still, the way I've been taught that each day on earth is precious, and it's what we do on earth in terms of trying to be a decent human being, a good mate, a good father, a good brother, and a good neighbor, and because our time on the earth is, when you consider how old that the earth has existed, and they're able to trace people who are mankind, people who walk on their feet 50, 60,000 years ago. And we're anywhere from 75 to 100. And, it's like a blink in the time of the earth, that man's been on earth. And we got to enjoy, and when you're fortunate, like I feel Bev and I are, that we have such wonderful kids, and you're well aware of what Dara has sacrificed and what she's doing, and definitely whatever the end result is that we know that if there's such a thing as healing through food, then Dara is going to be able to prove that with her mother. And
thanks, Herbie.
Yeah.
Love you. It's easy to add, Herbie. I'm the girl with the camera. Go ahead.
Okay.
What didn't you explain?
I left out the part that I'd say 3-4 times a week, that even though I'm living and many parts of my family are not with us anymore, that in reverse, I call them, my family, to surround me, so to speak, and I have them listen, and I speak to them and let them know what's going on with the children, the grandchildren, and that's the part in terms of reversing what Maury and and Mitch Album did in Tuesdays with Maury.
Beautiful. Thank you for explaining. We love you, Herbie. Okay, Herbie, you just said that I think you look younger. Like, I can see even in less than a week that your skin's glowing, your color to your skin. And so how do you feel, after almost 6 days? Or what do you think about the food?
No question, I have to make another hole in my belt to be a little tighter. And my waist is shrinking. And I certainly feel good. And Dara and Jada being here is, we're thrilled. And it is so.
Do you feel bad about giving up the oil and salt?
No. What did I give up?
Right.
I don't know if Dara's added 1 week or 1 year or 10 years to my life, but it's not length of time; it's quality of time. And
so this is like the food.
We're gonna try and accomplish some good things in the very near future.
We're a team. And so what did you say? You said something about the food. Do you remember what you said? This is like the...
Oh, the food, it's the Rolls Royce of what the earth produces. You got to remember that. the apes who are very close and other animals, that no one cooks food for them.
Right.
They eat the berries and things off the trees and the grass with some of them, or each other. But there's a chain, they claim, in nature. But certainly food that people like Dara are taking a microphone or
Yeah.
and letting the world know there's a lot of good in that. And the vast majority of people, if they were to expose themselves to this, would only have things to feel good about and be able to almost yell from the rooftops how much better they feel.
That's so true. What made you make the change? Like we've been talking about this, and I've been showing it to you for about 7 years. And that Thanksgiving, when you decided to give up the turkey, what really made you make the change this time to say, I want to do it no matter what?
I don't know. It sounded logical, and it made sense. Even though when Dara left, we weren't able, for any bad reasons or good reasons, that we didn't follow through. But on a couple of things, I followed through on I gave up milk and cheese, but not ice cream.
That was after that turkey dinner, the non-turkey Thanksgiving.
I went into frozen yogurt, but now I'm giving that up. And but quite some time ago, I gave up milk, which I was a skim milk drinker of half a quart a day, even up until a couple of years ago, and gave up cheeses, which I loved, and I understand the buttermilk or better fat, certainly clogs the heart, and in fact it was kind of nice to hear, and I know my cardiology, who happens to be a nephew of mine, when I was there about 3 months ago, and they ran the EKG and a couple other tests, and he compared it to something that happened a year ago or whatever, and he said he couldn't hardly believe it. He said 3 things improved at 84.
Wow.
So evidently, and now I'm sure my next visit, when they'll see all the good that Dara's menu is doing, that
it's amazing.
I'm going to probably make commercials for some, who knows?
Some raw food
But
company.
if I make any money, it's going to go to charity.
Yeah, that's who you are.
Okay.
That's who Herbie is. He's very philanthropic. I am telling. I just looked at him today before I went out to walk the dogs. Your skin has that glow, like the luminescent sheen that happens when you eat raw food. So this is 6 days after I arrived in extenuating circumstances where I'm not just focused on food, but we are focused on eating basically the Gerson therapy diet. Mostly raw food for Herbie and I, and he's eating a little bit of cooked in oatmeal and sweet potato, but I'd say 90% raw, and he's doing amazing.
Yeah. Not only do I have a great daughter, I have a wonderful chef.
Yeah, all in one. So we're having fun. We're a team. We stopped all of the cleaning and prepping and dishes madness to just have a dinner by candlelight, and it was really nice, right, Herbie, to take the time to do that. Yeah, we'll do that again. So
and when I take Dara's age and mine and divide by 2, certainly I'm 25 years younger.
There you go. There you go. I can't wait to see the improvements. We totally love you guys, and you'll be hearing more from Herbie, because whenever he says something amazing, I'm like, hold on, I had to put the camera on, which is often. So we love you.